What's up? Okay, so end of patch is like June. Am I gonna get the Kappa? I don't know. But anyways, we're talking today about the big boy guns. And oh wait, before I get into the guns, what's up? What's this? Some goddamn gear. Bam! Look at that. It's a lot of keycards and a slick plate. I lost my slick plate because I died. But we got our appreciation packaging. So now let's go through the guns. This is my thick case. Also, yes, I am broke. This set me back 6 million because my road rebel got fucking stolen. And here we are with a thick case full of weapons I consider to be the top tier meta, with 2 additional bonuses, alright? So here you have it. This is not a meta gun, but I love it so much I'm throwing it in the video because fuck you, it is my choice. And by the way, this is organized from least expensive to most expensive, okay? Starting with the most expensive, we got the SVDS. This is my preset called the Big Boy, because I was sort of memeing around seeing if I could build a longer SVDS, but nope. This doesn't even take up another slot in inventory. This is as long as the SVDS can get. And this thing, the modding will cost you about 250k, I want to say, for this one. And if anything else, the actual gun will set you back too quite a bit. But anyways, the modding for this is super expensive. I believe it costs 300k total, maybe I want to say, let's ballpark it 340k for the gun and the modding for it. And it's a very expensive gun, but it's really meta because it's a sniper rifle. Well, it's a marksman rifle, but it can one-shot body shot you. Come on, that's pretty good. That's pretty amazing. Next up we have the SA-58, which is a full auto Remington, and this is my Remington I use, and notice the price gap between these two. The Remington's one of the cheapest ones here, probably at about, I want to say, 175k to mod it, probably 50k for the gun, so 230k I want to say for the whole thing, somewhere like that. This SA-58 is about maybe 10-20k cheaper than the SVDS. Oh, that's because I threw a monster scope on there. I threw the canted sight on there. Did I throw a laser on here? Well, I would have thrown a laser on here if I had it. The drum mag, of course, and the RK2. And you cannot build this thing for recoil anymore. You cannot have a 0 recoil foul, which sucks, but hey. You're firing a full auto Remington. Okay, you don't need that. Are you kidding me? And then next we have this M4 and this HK. I say these two are they're pretty comparable between the two. You don't really notice too much of a difference. 47 recoil, 44. The one big difference is that this thing has like 80 ergo. If I take the mag out, it has 80. This thing without the mag is 70. So it's going to be 10 less than whatever this is, at least. So the HK is better, just not a crazy amount better. And these things are almost modded the exact same. Like, they use the same stock because the stock here is really good. Keep in mind, this thing has the canted arcade too. If we switch these two, right, and if we were to look at it again, this thing has 42 recoil and only a little more ergo. Look at this. The M4 only has 1 more ergo now, and this thing has like fucking 7 less recoil on it. This thing is a laser. This thing has like 8 more recoil than the MP5 here does. This MP5 has 34 recoil and lower ergo than this whole thing. So yeah, the HK I think wins out over the M4. But expensive. The gun's more expensive. The parts are a little more expensive. So that's why the HK is above the M4. These things are both still pretty expensive. We're at that about 300k to mod range, I would say. Let's say 290, 300k if you want a pretty good meta one. Now we have the AK-74M. This is Warren's version. If you ask me what my preferred version is I would actually take this dust cover off, and I would take this mount off, and instead I would replace it with like the dog leg, and then put a Valde or put a hammer scope on it, because that's what I do. But like this, it has 50 recoil, and of course, one of the big things is that it's able to fire the Igolnik rounds, which can go through a fort armor, no issue. Just power right through that thing. And then next up, one of my favorite guns in the game is the 8R. I love the 8R. I don't know why, but I really like the 8R, you know. RK2, throw an advanced recoil scope on there, 55 recoil for, you know, semi-automatic gun. you know, throw a Valde on there, throw a canted sight on there, throw a laser if you want on there. This is one of my go-tos. I like this a lot. This is my one preset called the Shift. I don't know why I call it that. I got bored. 89 recoil. Not bad for a sniper, actually. Modded for a little bit of ergo with, you know, of course, it's got a pistol grip. It's got a shift stock, a shift foregrip on it, so it can be a little more ergonomic. Very nice. You know, if you put this little stock here with the rubber bump pad on there, it's pretty good for recoil, too. So this is mine I go with, and this thing actually, I want to say that the AK is where it starts to dip into the 200k modding range. The 8R is like 250. This thing doesn't even hit 200. It might. I know all the mods for this thing are like 100 and I want to say 13k or something like that for the mods added on. I want to say 130 total for the MP5 mods. But we're gonna go to some of our cheapest weapons that are also actually the strongest in the meta, and they're hiding down here. Not the RSS, not the M1A, not this M4, but not this MP9. Oh yeah. This is mine. I personally mod this one to give it more ergo. 68 ergo, pretty okay. The recoil, why does the recoil kind of suck? Why is that 86? That's why. That's so weird. Alright, well, apparently you can fold and unfold a stock and nothing changes, except for the recoil, by a lot. So this says 48 recoil, with almost nothing attached to it, which is why I added the RSAS stock. The PRS Gen 3 is what you would see on the back of an RSAS. Look, right here on the back, right here on the back, those are the same stock as you see here, and they give a lot of ergo. So I just changed it out for the Colt buffer tube, or the whatever stock they have here, you know? The pistol grip buffer tube. Threw that on there. Threw a little laser on there if you want it. You don't have to keep it on there. Look, it'll say like 1 ergo if you want to save 1 ergo. I don't know. You know, you throw a little Belomo on there, and voila, you have a literal meta killer right here. Absolutely solid, crazy. Just goes through everything. And this will be about, you know, I want to say 150k. The gun's 70k, the modding's like 70k. Yeah, about 140. I want to say 140 to 160k here. But that comes nowhere near to how cheap the VSS is to mod. This gun, 50k I want to say. Yep, 50k. Can't change out the stock, but the stock is good. Look at this recoil. This is the vertical pistol grip. It gives no recoil reduction. It all comes from the stock. The stock is just that good. And I've only put a vertical pistol grip on here to improve the ergo. PK06, same rail attachment as this thing, and hey, you're good. It's astounding how cheap this was. So you take no, you don't even need a stock for this thing. It costs as much as the pistol grip does. That's 30 bucks for the pistol grip. However much this is, literally is 10k, a Belomo sight, which will round up to 20. And then this little mount, which is like another 10k. The modding for this thing is like 40k, and the gun itself is 50k. That's 90k on a gun that's almost the exact same as the AS Val. This gun is the meta killer. This gun right here is the absolute meta killer, and I kid you not, is what I will run for budget runs, because for a gun that's 100k, this thing can run some of the most meta rounds in the game and is absurd. Alright, that's it. That's all I wanted to talk about today. I spent maybe 100k on that weapon total. Absurd. Absurd for the price point, and for what you get out of it, it's amazing. And that's all you get from me today. This video was made by me, and that's it. I'll see you later.